Hello, good evening, everyone. Good day, good morning, wherever you are in the world. This is a happy day because today we have finally put some of the new shows and the old shows onto Forever Free TV on Roku. Yay! So you will see that we'll share in the comments. We'll actually share where we've put it because it's not the easiest one to find. It's in the wellness section, so it's great. And as you can see, we've got a full house tonight. We've got Heather, Zara, and Jess from her travels. And we have got an apology from Arquana, and she attends the Muskogee Creek of Florida Autumn Harvest at their Sacred Square grounds. And the ceremony also remembers all those who have passed away. So they can talk together, ease their pain, and wipe away the tears, which balances then the spiritual side and nourishes the spirits of the upper world. So for Alquana, we know she's not watching because they're doing prayers at the sacred grounds. So our thoughts are with you because I know she's also honoring the 1 year of the passing of their previous chief, who was 100 years old, who also was her grandmother. So for all the family members and everyone, we're sending lots of loving thoughts because it's a very, very, very difficult time, particularly for anyone who's lost a grandparent or lost a mother or a father or someone. It's a very hard time. So this is why she couldn't be with us tonight. The other thing we're saying is because next week, I believe next week is Thanksgiving celebration. So that's 27th of November for everyone in the Americas. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving celebration. And also for the American Heritage Month, I think that's all part of the Thanksgiving because I believe the ceremony was American Indian First Nation people actually fed individuals that came in on the boat. So it sounds like it was a wonderful celebration. So for all our American viewers, happy Thanksgiving. So without further ado, don't forget to put Q, 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 Q so that I can find your question. And I've starred a lot of them earlier when I came on. I saw the different questions, so we put stars. We did have some sound issues, so we found a way around it, not being that technical. We've had to find a way around it, so please bear with us if you hear any crackly bits. So we have got just an answer from Just Charles. She said, please like, share, and subscribe on your way in. Also, if you're asking a question, please make sure to put Q, Q, Q first. Yeah, so that it's easy for me. I'm the driver, so that I can find it. So let's get on to our first question. So I'm going to go across the side to the lovely Heather. And Heather, what do you see there for user IM?
What shall I do a token?
Yes, do a token.
Telltale token. Let's see. I see the colour purple. It means, let's have a look in the little book, number 38. Means a service bell. Something needs your attention or servicing. So maybe that could be meditating a bit longer, a bit deeper, and try and talk to spirits and see what you can get and see how much purple you can get as well, see how you can grow it. That's what I would advise.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you. And Zara, let me go in. I've just got to switch that one off and switch that one on. Right, there you go. You're live.
Yeah. Purple is a known as spirit color that's associated with as spiritual practices. It's a strong color in various religions. Purple is a very spiritual color, and I am feeling that you are. What it is you're zoning in to your spiritual communication, and it's showing you your spiritual aura. So that is the almost you're seeing the color, the first color of the portal when you're coming from you into opening up that portal, and that is the first color that you're seeing. Because you're stopping there, that's the only color you're seeing. If you went through the portal, then it would just be a big flash of your rainbow colors, and then you'd be through. But and then you'd have your connection coming, your spiritual connection and communication would be coming in and out. But it's almost like the curtain through to spiritual connection.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. And Jess, what do you see, please, for user IM4?
So I agree with Zara, and I'm going to add a little bit to that. Whenever I am ready for a medium reading, I will meditate until I see the color purple. Then I know I'm ready. I associated it with Archangel Michael is like a purple, deep, almost indigo looking color for me. We all see color differently now, remember. But yes, I agree with Zara. It's when your consciousness is ready, it's like clear and tapped into the crown chakra and ready to get higher vibrational messages and communication. It also, we all have different DNA. And recently what I've been learning from my guides is that our DNA right now, as we ascend through the 3-eye atlas, we're projecting the different parts of our DNA that are reconnecting, and that junk DNA, it's like outwardly in our aura. And as we raise our frequency and we become more in tune with ourselves, clearing our chakras, meditating, that we're accessing that in our holographic aura, like what we're projecting out in our Merkaba. So that's really cool. And I think keep going, keep meditating, and there's lots more fun things and colors to uncover as well.
Oh, that's perfect. And also, I quickly did the numerology and, excuse me, and the person that is part of this user number 4 is a number 1, because I worked out all of your numerology, and it shows that this is a striving number. And the qualities are self-reliant, very determined. And I think the biggest aspect of a number 1 is that these individuals value their freedom, and they will also, because it's a 1, it's a very strong upward motion, they're able to accomplish whatever they set their minds to. So don't allow yourself to slide back. If you find yourself being harsh or critical to yourself, cut it out, because yes, you will have amazing strides forward, user IM4. So allow yourself to grow into yourself, because it's an important time. So I hope that resonates with you. We've got another question from Sam Reen Tech. Her question is, if I move abroad, will my current boyfriend join me, or will he stay behind? So I'll go right from the top, and I'll start with Zara. Zara, what do you think?
A bit bored with his life at the moment, but I'm not 100% sure that he's excited by a move. I think he's in a state of procrastination a little bit. I'm not sure if you've asked him or not, but if you haven't asked him, I think that's the state he'll slip into, is just sort of not really knowing that he's not happy where he is, but not really knowing if he's excited by the move. I guess, I mean, it depends how long it is that you're intending, how quickly it's going to come about. I'm actually not seeing you move very soon. Now, I'm not sure you're 100% decided. And I think you might hold back a bit until the time feels 100% right. And by that, the time being right will be a real clear sign. It's going to be a clear sign that says, yes, this is it. This is what and then you'll get super excited about it. And I'm almost feeling like you'll be like, well, I don't care if he's coming or not. I'm going. So that's what I'm getting for you.
That's perfect. Thank you. That's a good one. And Heather, what do you get for Sam Reen Tech, please?
what I get is big news. So I think that's like with Sora, it's meaning you're gonna get excited and you're gonna do it alone if he don't tag along, or that's what I would think. Do you want a coin, a token? Here we go. Date. Oh, got a. You see it? Little anchor.
Oh, it's cute. Oh, over the seas. It's a wheel of
that's what that's saying. Yeah, it's a 10. Number 10, that is, and that's the ship wheel. Positive change, turn of fate, and destiny.
That's perfect. Well done.
So whatever is meant to happen will just roll and it'll happen. But you'll be going.
Perfect. And we've got Jess.
Okay, I think I'm unmuted. I think he's going to stay back as well, but this is, I would say, part of both of your paths. He's working out certain mental abilities. I would say maybe he's a writer, maybe he's really crafty with his words, and he likes to read a lot or get into maybe conspiracy theories and things like that. I'm just picking up that there's something keeping him back for a reason. But I would say don't be codependent. Travel. You're going to love it. The big move is going to bring you so much happiness and joy and a new tribe. There might be, some feelings of maybe taking it personal, but I would say, send love and light. And I think you guys will stay great friends. It just looks like right now he's staying back, and that's part of your own career paths.
Wow, that's a very good one. Gosh, it's a nice one. And from my point of view as well for Sam Marine Tech, I think that when Heather said the time frame, I think the time frame I'm getting, which is a 2, which can be up to 2 years before this moving abroad or changing or getting visas or getting work visas or whatever it is that you need to do. And I think by then he will be able to decide whether he wants to go with you as a boyfriend or whether he wants to go with you as a husband. Those are the 2 big key things. So, well, let us know how it happens. I mean, that's really very good, isn't it? Exciting times ahead. Right. We apologize for the sound. We're going to try and do something with it very shortly. And I'm just looking for, there's another Q. Found them. And this is from Marilana 5801. So she says, hello from a windy Cape Town. Oh, yes, it is. It's the windy Cape Town now. That's when they put the ropes out between all of the poles so you can hold on to it, because that's how hard it blows. You have to hold on to the ropes between the lampposts. Lovely. Is this a good period to be looking into purchasing a car? Or would it be advised if I allow the universe to nudge me when it is a good time to buy? So I think let's go. Well, Jess, you're over there near the hot seat. So let's put you into the hot seat and let you go ahead and answer.
Okay,
that
so
one.
I'm seeing wait just a little bit, maybe 3 weeks to 3 months to purchase a car. Maybe after the holidays is the biggest thing I'm getting. I know they say that before the holidays is a great time to buy, but it's kind of like, I would say go after all the holiday deals around the new year. What else? By March, for sure, you'll purchase a car. And I don't know, I'm getting this weird, crazy download. Look for Blue Jays whenever the time is right. That's what I'm getting. Bluebirds.
The bluebirds, that's an interesting one. Right.
The birds, they haunt me lately.
Yes, they do. And Zara, what do you have to say about Marilena with the car situation in windy Cape Town?
So you are going to choose the right car for you. You'll be completely and utterly in love with your little beep beep, and I can see you in it putting the music up. Woohoo! You're gonna love it. It's a very positive car to have. when buying, sort of parting with a lot of money. So yeah, it'll work out well. Whenever it comes around, it's going to work out well. You're going to have a perfect car and you're going to love it.
That's fantastic. Well done. And I like the whole woo woo beep beep thing. That's very, very, very clever. What you like. And we'll beep beep.
Toot, toot.
Reminds me of Noddy. Here we go. And we're going to go to Heather. Let me just take the sound off.
Coins.
Oh.
We've got a number 51.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
What more? That is a shark. Number 51 is headphones, ear mufflers, listen to some music, quiet out the noise.
Oh, there we
So
go.
that's like Zora saying, get your music on, it's your own little,
Go beep beep.
yeah, beep beep, and have fun, yeah.
Oh, that is too funny. Right,
Yeah.
then let us put you back on mute there. That's it. So let us know what you do with your car. Let's get to the next one. That's Marilena. Good evening, Beverly. Morning or morning ago. I saw you as I was waking up and you had finished talking to me. I can't recall what it was anymore. I could hear you telepathically. It's always good that when you wake up to keep a pad and a notepad and write down, because as you wake up, write it down, because when you come around, you're not going to be able to remember it. So whatever it was I was yapping away to you at, make sure you write it down, because first thing in the morning, the moment you open your peepers, that's it. Whatever it was, you've got it in your brain, you think, oh, it's all right, I can remember it. No, write it down, write it down. Let's go to the next one. Cheyenne Blue, here we go. Please, may I ask if there's any guidance for me this evening at all, ladies? It's been a triggering week, oh Lord, with certain people. Are those two situations handled or will it continue? Oh dear. So firstly, Cheyenne Blue, I'm so sorry you've had an awful week with all these triggers. That's really, really sad. And I know that you've really been struggling a lot, particularly of late. So let's have a look. Is there any messages? We've got two mediums with us this evening, or this morning. We have got Jess on the one side, and we've also got Azaro. So we'll have a look and see if there's any guidance or messages from the spirit world, and also particularly for Cheyenne Blue. And Cheyenne Blue, I see by where you're coming from that you're in the UK. So I'll start with Zara, then move to our Jess. So let's see. So let me just remind myself to unmute you. And there we go. Take it away there, Zara Beep Beep.
There we go. Yes, Cheyenne Blue. So I have pulled a card for you, which is the Three of Cups, which just goes to show how you have handled these people. You've done it really with finesse. What I heard immediately, though, was keep the message strong. Okay, so that doesn't necessarily mean loud. Sometimes it means loud. Sometimes it means silent, but the eyes. And sometimes it just means if you're shutting someone out, keep them shut out, and they might sort of try to pull you back in with something, and you can be like, don't fall for it, you know, that sort of reeling you in with a little triggering sort of sentence or something that, you know, you end up you just respond to. So that's what I'm getting in the response to how you've dealt with things. I'm also getting like a grandpa figure through. Now, he's got grey hair. He's given me the name Bill. He's given me the name Marjorie or Marge. And he's saying he's come from your dad's side. Now, that could be great granddad, you know, a few families back, a few generations back. But he's very strong around you, and he says he gives you it gives you the oomph sometimes. If you're lacking oomph, he comes in and he's in your ear giving you oomph. And yeah, so he's very, very strong around you, and he sends his love, and he adores you. He adores you. And he says, oh God, he's just hit me in the solar plexus with this enormous feeling of love. And now it's all going up my head and my ears and shoulders. Beautiful, beautiful energy he's got. So he's sending absolute devoted love to you. And yeah, he's always with you.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Zara. So Cheyenne, I hope that helps you. And we'll go to Jess and see our lovely Jess. What do you have for Cheyenne Blue, please, who's in a bit of a bother?
Well, it's Mercury retrograde, and I can't resonate with you more, girlfriend. Yes, triggers all over the place. I feel like on a collective level, we're all working through maybe abandonment issues, rejection issues, things of that nature, accepting our sensitivities and our deep, deep empathy. So what I'm getting for you is you already know the truth. You don't need clarity outside of yourself from these two people. I'm seeing a bit narcissistic in nature, these people, and they want a reaction out of you. You've already had a dream about this. You've already gotten all the intuitive nudges. You're doing the right thing. I say, let them squabble with themselves and trying to get a reaction out of you. Keep moving forward, because what you have awaiting is peace and serenity. And you don't have to do a thing. You don't have to respond. You don't have to lift a finger. Just be strong in your conviction that you already have picked up on their scent. You understand the strategy. You understand the playbook, yet you send love and light, and you choose to walk on your own sovereign path. So I see you as the Queen of Swords. You got your sword up. You speak with your energy, and I love it. So just know that this is more of a spiritual, let's say, graduation. Yeah, I think it's a spiritual graduation. So job well done. Just keep moving forward. Keep your eye on the prize, and don't let anybody kind of knock you off your path.
Ah, brilliant. Well done. And we're coming to Heather. Heather, what do you have with this particular person? What do your cards say?
Well, what is it? Two people, two situations. The first,
Yeah, there's been certain people in two situations. Looks like awful situations. Have they been handled? And will they continue? I mean, what have you got?
The situation is it goes in your favor. It goes in your favor. The first situation, I would say. The second situation, big news. So you might have maybe a comeback from that one, that you've got to just finish it off properly, or cook properly. But yeah, I think you'll crack it. Yes, definitely.
Oh, that's very good. Well done. So it looks like Heather is agreeing that you have got those two situations handled. It doesn't look like it continues. So I think that, thank goodness, because it looks like, you've had quite a week. And I'm just going to choose one of these, the star seeds, for you. Get that out of there. They're always so nice. They're nice and small, so it makes it very easy. So just going to say Cheyenne Blue, Cheyenne Blue. And, oh, this is a cute one. That one down there. This one says, Starseed, raise the vibration through your radiant, loving light. So that one there is for you, Cheyenne Blue. So I think that is, come back to us and let us know how things go, because it looks like, and I just hope that your week gets better next week. So we've got Rose Dragons Alliance. Whoa, that's a big name, isn't it? Is there some kind of energetic blockage preventing me from moving out of survival back into thrival? I've been manifesting the opposite of my intentions a lot and wondering what is going on. Wow, that's quite something, Rose Dragon Alliance. So I'm going to come quickly across to Jess. And Jess, can you have a look and see what your cards are saying?
So I'm seeing that it's not necessarily you and your blockages. It's maybe the environment or the people you're subjecting yourself to. So I see you're very warm, compassionate, and very giving, where you give the shirt off your back before you would worry about yourself to another. So this is a fresh start. I would say as we go into more of a winter season and we naturally are more cozy, we hibernate a little bit more, I would say it's really important for deep meditation to focus on what it is that you are wanting to manifest, whether it's through visualization and putting on an emotion with that, feeling what it feels like to be living in that vision or in that experience, or making a list, talking to yourself in the mirror. Some people, I say it kind of depends on our sun sign, what works the best, and if we're like visual learners as opposed to auditory learners. So whatever works best for you, repeat that every morning. Start your day, set the tone, kind of like making your bed. And maybe do some house clearing. It might be your house that you live in just has some residual energy from the people that lived there before. I know when I lived in New Orleans and went to nursing school, that I didn't realize that a guy had committed suicide in the apartment. And like, I was always just so tired and didn't know why and feeling like, ugh. So maybe go clear your house. Maybe there's a spirit in the building, something like that. That's what I'm kind of picking up on. It's more in your environment.
Yeah, it's always difficult when somebody unalives themselves, because we can't say that one that we said before, because YouTube picks up when you say those words. So you have to say unalived. So when someone unalives themselves, it's a very difficult energy. Yeah, check it out, clear it. Thank you, Jess. And also, what do you think, Zara? What is going on with this? The energetic blockages moving into survival. What is happening with Rose Dragon Alliance, please? Oh, I think she's frozen. Zara's frozen. Okay, let us move to Heather quickly. And while we wait for Zara to come back. What do you see for Rose Dragon Alliance? What's going on with the blockage?
An improved situation. So I think that's a really good answer for what Jess said. Definitely, clear, sage things and clear. Get some bells in your corners at rooms and free all energy. Get rid of all bad. Yeah, I've got mine as well. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, I think you're right. Clearing energy is the right thing to do. And let's see if we can. I see if we can find. Well, no, Zara's disappeared. Well, I think she's rebooting her machine, because as you heard, we've got some sound problems and gremlins in the system. Oh my goodness. Let's go down to the next one. 93 minutes to go. Imria Otero. Thank you for that's a very cute message. That really is a cute message. So we've got another QQQ here. This is from Jessica Gable 3371. I've been wondering if my spirit guides are proud of me. So this is a Jess question. While we wait for the other Zara to come, hopefully she'll come back.
Yes, look at the card I got, Queen of
Emotions.
Emotions.
That's beautiful. Wow, that's an.
I feel that your guides are really commending you on the emotional intelligence and self-awareness you've been carrying lately. So I remember from last or the week before, questions about dealing with depression and treatment and things like that. And I feel like they are really applauding you for taking action and working at your health and well-being from both sides of the coin. That's a big message I'm getting. As well, I see something about fish. Fish are popping out on here. So maybe you're doing a new schooling or learning a new skill psychically and emotionally. So I feel like you're in a really good space or congregation where you will definitely find people, like-minded people, and find new friends out of this situation. You will be rising to the occasion that is needed. And I just feel like from a year from now, you'll have new guides, 2 of them. And although you just went through a tower, you're blooming for new a new voice to come and recycle the energy of depression. So I think 2026 is going to be a good year for you, Miss Jessica.
That's really lovely. Well done. Yes. So I'm going to just quickly go and look and see what Jessica has got. So the one on the bottom of the pack, I'm going to use my usual one here, Jess. And this is one that's at the bottom. Now take the bottom one and have a look and see what that says. It says, oh, no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. So Jessica Gable 3371. See if I can get it. Yeah, there we go. It looks at least half different. That's it. No limitations. So that is saying to Jess, just go, do it, go for it. So yes, I will say they are proud of you. So please allow yourself to go forward. And then last but not least, we will ask our Heather. Heather, what do you have for Jessica?
We have prepare and organize. So that could mean, keep continuing because you're doing really good, better than what you think. So that's what I would say. Prepare and organize, just make it more a routine and make it more frequent, things you're doing to connect things,
Yeah, I think that it's a difficult one for Jessica, that's for sure. Well done, Jessica. So, oh, there we go. And I'm going to quickly ask. There we go. Hi, Zara. I'm going to put you in the hot seat up there.
They are. Of course they are. I can feel them absolutely. And oh my God, of course we are. They are particularly proud of you for something to do with in the garden. Was there a time when you were in the garden, you were meditating in the garden, something was happening in the garden, you were noticing things in the garden? I see an animal, birds flying in, and they are saying, I'm particularly proud of you in that moment, when in that scene in the garden. So does that ring a bell to you? At some point in the garden, they are particularly proud. But yes, of course, they're proud of you. They're always, always rooting for you. They are your number one team. They're your biggest fans. Never doubt them. Never.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, Jessica, yes, go ahead and realize that they are proud of you and that you can start moving forward. Seems like the general energy of everybody is. There we go. Thank you, Beverly and guest, and for all you do. Much appreciated. She's always so good. She comes back straight away, which is perfect. So let's just have a go through. Oh, this is our man who's counting on Michelle Maynard 6808. Hi, ladies and all. So yes, hi to you. And Michelle Maynard is saying, when I was around 2, I used to see a shadow person. Then I saw a green man lying next to the bed. Do you know what they were? So in the UK, there's a lot of legends around the Green Man. So it's possible that, I don't know what size it was, but it's possible that that Green Man lying there could have been either one of the house occupants or alternatively spiritual realm or elemental realm. I'll pass that across. You're in the hot seat, Zara. So you know what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
I'm just going, yeah, there you go. And then I'll work my way around. What do you think this one is?
Yeah, Michelle, I also see that you do get visitations by higher dimensional beings. They're coming in. They're part of your heritage, and they are watching out for you. They didn't, on that particular time, they didn't realize that you could see them because they were trying to be sort of incognito. But that's what I'm getting, that there are sort of your spiritual team, but in an actual incarnation, but a higher dimensional, a higher one than our 3D Earth. So that's what I'm getting. It's off-world beings.
That's perfect. Thanks, Zara. Nice to have you back. And of course, Jess, what do you think the shadow person and the green man was? And then we'll come to our Heather.
So we're just going to roll with what I just saw. I saw like a movie in my mind play out. And I don't know so it definitely, I agree with Zara. It was a person from your star family that is assigned to your spirit team. However, the green man was protecting you from the shadow people trying to torment or taunt. They like to do this with young kids, and we naturally have guides that step in till we're about 18, because we kind of, at that, as kids, we don't really have our free will, right? So the guides really step in and protect for children. And so what you were very, very like tapped in. So what I'm getting is, I don't know if like you liked leprechauns when you were a kid, or like I was getting like the Lucky Charms, like little Irish guy it was almost like he appeared as like one of those characters that you saw on TV, or something Irish, something like a little Irish man is what I was getting it as a visual representation as I was reading this. So that's what I got.
Oh, that's perfect. It's adorable. And Heather, let me just put you
Right.
on. What did you get there?
Got 2. Got a 1, 2, 2. And was that a witch? That's a 43. So 1, 2, 2, 43.
So is this to do with the shadow person, or did you pull specifically for the green man?
Guided by the light of God is a 43. That one. Is it like an antenna, aerial thing? That's guided by. Wait a minute. 43. Yeah, guided by the light of God, and then 1, 2, 2 is. I think. Just says I think. So yeah, good. I'd say they were good. The green's good, yeah.
Yeah, the green one was good,
definitely.
and the shadow person as well. Well done.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's go through them, and we're going to go to the next one. Yay now, number 8. I was saying good night to the stars on my birthday last week when I saw a dark shadow fly over me. Not sure if it was a really huge bat flying low, or was I lucky to see a dragon? It moved like a stingray. So yes, I think there's a lot of activity in the skies. And I know that Heather was telling us earlier that there was a lot of activity in the sky last week, and you saw all sorts of amazing, craft and things that were in the sky. Always very lucky, because Heather's able to see amazing UFOs and star beings and things, which is fantastic. So I'd be interested to understand what is everybody's view. So I'm going to put us on the view of a large one, and we can go around and see who's got what. So let's start with you, and then we'll move around the room, and let's have a look. Zara, what do you think, please, is happening with this person called Yeha.
I feel that was a response to your good night. They were saying good night back. There was so when you said good night, it was because it was triggered in you that there was a connection. Okay, so they saw you. You were like subconsciously felt them, and then good night all. But in fact, they heard you, and I think that was a spiritual representation from them to say good night back to you. I really do think it was a response to your good night greeting. I really do.
Oh, that's lovely. And Jess, what do you think was going on there?
Okay, so I'm getting so many downloads today. I don't know if the other readers are like me, but I feel like normally I have to kind of like reach up for things, and like today they're just like right there. They just like smack you in the face today. But yeah, it's crazy. Maybe it's the new moon. But so there's this guy on TikTok. I want you to go follow him. He just did this amazing cool video on a being flying in the air. I don't think it's a dragon. However, I feel like it's a mythical type of creature. And I want to say, I can't remember, forgive me. As I get older, my memory fails me. I used to have a photographic memory, but I think it's a real life phoenix, kind of like those mythical creatures that if they only find one mate, and if they don't find, he tells the whole story, but his name is Night God 333, I think, on TikTok. So go watch his video because it's really cool what he found on the video footage. So yeah, I think it was something similar to that is what I'm getting from my guides.
Just because it moves like a stingray, that's possible. And we're going to come across to Heather, who's very good at watching the fires and watching the skies. What do you think that is, Heather?
Right, got number 67 and a number, it's like bingo, and a number 142. So I'll just put my book now, of course. Right, 67 is put things right, find solutions. I don't know what that means. 142.
Okay, so is that then, do you think that the dark shadow that was flying over was there a message to say put things right, maybe?
Yeah, it's probably a little, link to your spirit guides, maybe a message like, or like just says a phoenix, or it's
Oh, that's
definitely a
perfect.
message for you, coming for you, But
Oh, that's
all good.
ideal. Very good.
Yeah.
So Yeha or Neha or Yay Na 8. I think that we've got lots of different views on what it could be. It could be a message. It could be telling you to do something, but it doesn't sound like it was a flying bat, especially if it moved like a stingray.
No.
I don't think that would be a bat. So that's a very interesting one. Let's have a look and see what else we have. Righty-ho. This is Experts in Business 9265. With love from Helen out on London, UK. Will my books I am writing be successful? And is there any area I should focus on within my writing? So let's concentrate on the first part of that question, which is, where was it? Would my books be successful that I'm writing in any area? So I'm just going to ask, this is for Experts in Business 9265. Open it up and get that out. And it says here, guidance. You're guided by masters and teachers in the highest realm. Therefore, you are not alone. So this is for Experts in Business 9265. So it looks like the guidance is happening. So I think it would be very positive. So let's concentrate all on drawing some cards for Experts in Business 9265 for will my books I'm writing be successful? I think with the guidance card that I pulled, it's going to take a few years before the royalties get to a decent amount. But I think that means that they will be successful. So I'm going to move this around. And Jess, what do you get for this person, for Helen in London, about her books, please?
I do think they will be successful. I agree with you, Miss Bev. About a couple of years, I do feel like once it gains momentum, you will be buying property with more property and investment properties to maybe like Airbnb or something, a second house or a vacation home, something like that. So you will be at the top of the wheel of fortune for sure. The biggest thing I'm getting in guidance for your success in writing is don't try. I feel like maybe you're trying to emulate something that you feel will be in the same genre or something like you're striving for perfectionism. And I'm getting, just take a step back and like let the spirit realm kind of channel through you, because there's something so unique trying to come through, and maybe you're filtering out a little bit too much. I do this too. So I'm calling the kettle black, and I'm really talking to myself as well. But I would say just kind of do the law of opposites and not even try, and see what comes out. And also write to yourself. Your inner child is the message I get.
Oh, that's brilliant. So, and Zara, what do you have? What did you get with your cards, please?
Yeah, I got the 10 of Cups, which is a really good positive card, which indicates a wish come true. It's a very good card if you're looking for the question of success. I also got the 8 of Wands, which I want to say that is saying to me, crack on with it quickly, get your ideas down as quickly as you can, because whilst you're in that flow, you will produce your best work. While you've got that spark of energy, the spark of inspiration, then you're going to put out your best work. So it doesn't matter whether you hang on to it before you publish it, but yes, your books, if you crack on, strike while the iron's hot is what I'm hearing.
That's brilliant. And Heather, what do you see? What do your cards say with Helen and the book writing?
I have got expect miracles and fixing the problem. So
That's fantastic.
Yep, so go for it. Like Sarah says, jump, do it now. Yeah. Oh.
That's brilliant. So everybody pretty much has said, for Helen, you're going to be successful. You're going to be able to do it. Strike while the iron's hot. Grab it. Do it. Everybody, all the readers have said that this is success for you. So I can just say, get cracking. Get cracking. This is from Jazz, Not That Fabio 10. Wow. With a little fox. Does my grandpa Carl and his sister, my auntie Lydia, have any message for me? So this is for our mediums. So I'm going to quickly go to Jess, and then I'll come to Zara. So there you go, Jess, take it away. You're in the hot seat.
Okay, so I just got a man with a letter R initial, I think, like Robert, Ronnie, Ron, something like that. Also, the year 48 or the age 48 is significant in relation to this man. Okay, so this person is giving you messages and signs with a moth. So I don't know if you've been seeing moths in your house, but they are a sign of psychic abilities. So tap into your psychic abilities. You're in fact getting messages. With Lydia, I'm getting maybe there's some lights that are kind of going crazy in your house. This would be her, that are like lamps and things like that, or sconces on the wall that like don't want to behave. I would say this is her getting your attention with inspiration. But I'm getting, I don't know. There's a Ronnie, there's reference to that. So I don't know if this is like your grandpa Carl actually referencing a best friend or an uncle or something like that. But there's the name Ron, Ronnie, Robert, something like that. And there's a reference to a ring. Someone has someone's ring. They're glad that you got it. And to find a muse for your inspiration. There's something you're birthing in this new year that is very inspirational and creative. So they're all supporting and cheering you on for this creative endeavor. So keep going.
Oh, that's brilliant. So, and Zara, as the other medium, what does Grandpa Carl and his sister Auntie Lydia have to say?
Yes, I picked up immediately on Lydia's energy. She's got a really beautiful, feminine, loving, very feminine, loving energy. So something else came in. Problem is when they come in, because you're not using your creative brain to think of it, you can easily forget it. Of course, I've forgotten it, but so yeah, Lydia especially coming in, beautiful energy. Oh yes, she was showing me. I was getting something in my tummy, so I feel like she had it's something. There was a tumor or something in her tummy or in her intestine that gave her a lot of trouble. So I don't know if that was the thing that we know about with the sea, or whether she just generally had some problems in that area in her life. But I do feel that was partly to blame for her passing. But she's very much love and light now. She's sort of nobody to worry about now. She's she's ethereal, she's in spirit, and she's just a really, really loving energy. So yeah, she's got a really nice feel about her.
Oh, that's good. Thank you for the messages from Spirit, from Grandpa Carl and the Auntie Lydia. For Jazz, not that Fabio 10. That's quite a mouthful. Goodness me, that's a lot of words to say. It's very, very cute. Thank you for that. So let's go to the next question. Hello, may I ask what IS feelings and intentions are towards me? So this is from XO, Gene XO. So you're stuck in the hot seat there, I'm afraid. So you're it, and then I'll walk around the room. So grab onto that one and let's see, and then I'll come to Heather, and then I will come to Jess.
Yeah.
What are the cards say?
Eyes, feelings and intentions. Well, I've just pulled a card. There's a suggestion. Excuse me. There's a suggestion of loss there. Oh, and my throat chakra is going. So I feel like words weren't spoken.
Oh.
Something wasn't spoken, was it? You didn't get to talk it out. You haven't sat down and thrashed it out, because it's like, it's getting me right in the throat chakra. So, I want to say that, there's a bit of a feeling of sadness, but it's not all over yet, is it? You could still reconnect and find out how you stand with each other. That's what I'm getting.
Good. And Jess, what cards do you get for XO, Gene XO?
I'm getting that there's a little bit of a delay, or he's waiting. I'm going to say it's a he. I feel like I picked more on energies more than anything, but I feel like you're maybe the feminine and he's maybe the masculine. And I'm getting the feeling that maybe you're like, what? Like, are you into me? Are you not? Like, there's this stop and go, push and pull. And what I would say is he's kind of taking his time. He's giving a small cup. It's not very secure. It's not very sure of himself, but he's waiting because, you know, I'm feeling like he's not going to try and go after if it's not assured win, right? So I would say make yourself available, like open your heart chakra, and like when you do have interactions with him, make sure that you're not being misread or giving off a mixed signal. And I do see in the next 3 months, there will be positive changes coming for sure. It will maybe go from not the friend zone to something a little bit more, like you're seeing some progress. But I'd say it's always, relationships are always good when they start off with a sturdy foundation in friendship and work their way up. So I like his pace. Just maybe, you know, kind of make it more obvious that you're wanting something a little bit more, because I'm feeling like he's a little hesitant or not feeling sure of himself, or like there's mixed signals. Maybe you're hard to read. So just because you're protecting your heart. So
there we go. Fantastic. Yeah. And Heather, what do your cards say for XO Gene XO about eyes, feelings, and intentions? Oh, look at that.
Nice.
I wonder if it's moving from, like you said, from friends to, and he's frightened of losing that friendship if it don't work to move forward. But it's definitely a connection,
Yeah, it could be. Your two cards are great, though. They're great. So I guess those, do you read them as a love connection, or as you say, moving from friendship into love? Those are great cards.
What's holding him back is that he might lose her altogether if it don't work out, because they'll become friends again. But there is good connection. Yeah,
that's a nice and loving connection. Yeah, wow. It is very difficult when you try to focus on growing a relationship from a friend into being more than a friend or being a love relationship. It's very hard to be around someone that is a friend, and then you suddenly think, oh Lord, I actually think more of this person, and then slowly but surely change it. And I think we all kind of got the cards of thinking, what are the intentions? I guess it's a bit one of those where you're not quite sure, scary. But, you know, look at the reflection of the values. If you feel that person could be your person, could be right for you, make it easy for the other person. Make it a priority. Don't make that person have to work so hard, because it's scary stuff. If you want to be with that person, try to make it obvious that, actually, if you make a move, I'm not going to reject you, because nobody likes rejection. Absolutely nobody likes rejection. It's the worst thing. Try it. You might like it. So let's have a look at some of the others and go down to this one. Okay, we've just done that one. I need to learn to drive properly. So QQQ, this is from Iremia Tiro. But since my dad died in 2019, I'm sorry for your loss, especially for a parent. Much went wrong. He warned me that 1 week before his death, will this change? My name is Ishel and my birthday is 30/11. Grab my book, 30/11/1968. And as always, Spirit disappeared my pen. Give it back. Always happens. This has happened to you. Whenever you need a pen, it's disappeared into thin air. Right. So let me write that down. And Heather, you're in the hot seat. I'm afraid you're in the hot seat. So what did you pick up?
Healing and recovery. So I would say, I don't know, try and work it out so that it's not torturing you so much. So
it's healing and recovery.
Yeah. Just be kinder to yourself about all situation.
Yeah, it's a bit of a nice card, that one. So Ishtar, make a note of that card, please.
Yes,
and
healing and recovery.
Healing and recovery. And Jess, what did you get for this particular person? Because it seems like there's a lot going wrong. What do you see with that?
So I think everything is kind of getting blown up to pave a new path for you. So I do feel that a lot of this is like, I'm sorry, there's feedback, but there's a lot of generational, let's say feedback. Yeah. That was kind of like the confirmation. I always get like technological difficulties always are a spiritual sign to me as well. But I'm getting to trust this clearing and purging process. Your ancestors are definitely guiding you through this. It's going to get better. This exercise is to implicitly trust your spiritual path and your gut instincts. So I would say that you're kind of at a crossroads, that there's a big decision coming up for you, and choose the one that feels like it resonates most with your inner joy, your inner vibrance and essence, your what vibrationally is a match to you. I'm also getting like either grandmother on your maternal side or a mother figure that's passed away from you that feel very maternal and nurturing. They guard your heart, I'm hearing. So there's been a lot of heartbreak. They're helping you at nighttime. I don't know if that's a difficult time where there's a lot of tears, but and then I'm also getting heart palpitations. So maybe whenever this person's around, you will feel in your heart, maybe there's a little bit of a flutter or connection there. Maybe she passed away from congestive heart failure or some heart issue. And so this woman is really kind of helping you through this tough time. And it's like, I'm hearing her say, don't be trapped or being silent. Have a voice, have a way to express the grief. And there's a lot of repressed intuition maybe, or hidden motives that I'm getting as well from the people around you. So keep trusting those gut instincts you have about people and their frequency. Right now is really an important time to trust your instincts, because you're going to get through this. I also see that your father is transitioned already on the other side, but I'm feeling strongly this maternal kind of figure that's nurturing you more than anything. I feel that he's doing work on the other side. He's ascending as well. There's some stuff, regret and ego he's working out, or things that he's regretting that he left behind in kind of a mess. And maybe this is in connection to a lot of the stuff he's feeling guilty about that. So you will get a lot of signs that he is connecting with you in messages as well. I'm getting an H initial as well, like Herbert or Hugh, something like that. And the number 2, so February the 2nd or something is significant.
Perfect, thank you. And Zara, what do you get regarding this issue, for Ishel, especially the issue that he was having, that since his dad has died, so much has gone wrong? Is there anything that you've got coming through from spirit, because you're also one of the mediums in this group?
Yeah, sure. I'm hearing that. Well, firstly, I just want to second what Jess said about trusting your path, trust your guides, trust you are on the right path. Everything that's coming in is meant for you. But I did hear that you are coming to the end of a 7-year cycle. So what you'll find is, as you come into 2027, you are entering a new phase, and that phase is going to be a much more uplifting, positive phase. You have done a full this next coming year is the last year of your extensive learning phase, and your phase that is perceived as difficult, and you've nearly got through it. Just trust you're on the right path. It is coming to a close, and then you are destined for a very, very positive upturned cycle for the next phase coming in 2027.
Oh, that's brilliant. And you've asked about, you sent your birthday 2011-1968. So we've got a double number here. So that's an 11. So it's a master number, two sets of ones next to each other. And that always means no more thinking, only doing. It's time to do what you need to do. And I think one of the biggest aspects with this is to put all of that energy that was happening that is wrong. Realize that that is behind you. It is behind you. That is not the direction that you're going. It's behind you. So put it behind you and leave it behind you and discover now what you're really made of. Because going forward as a master number, number 11, that energy is moving and sweeping forward. So yes, I think we've all said this will change. You will move forward. It's a great birthday to have. And obviously you've got a birthday coming up very soon. So we'll all say to you, happy birthday in advance for the 30th. And allow this to be now the change in the cycle, the change so that you can now start moving forward. So yeah, it's a number, 11, master number. Make use of it. It's a good number, really good number. Right, let's have a look here. What else do we have? I have to find where I am. Thank you for sharing your feedback with the panel. We really appreciate your input. I'm trying to, there we go, there it is up there. Nope. Both my grandmother and father passed to either have a message for me. And this person is Maz I3690. So we'll have to move to the two mediums and ask if you have anything for them. I'm going to leave you on the bottom screen so that you can say what you have. So Zara, do you have anything either from the grandmother and the father or either one? Maybe do one each and see what comes through.
Sure. Yeah, grandmother is very strong coming through. Very loving woman, although she could also be like quite stern and strict, and everybody just went, ooh, like, okay, I'll do it. Yeah. So she's she was I feel like she was a matriarch, but there was a lot of love that came out of her, and she felt very responsible for her brood. She was a genuine family person, but as I say, she was the real matriarch. She was she was quite into her crafts. I say crafty, but people think I mean like, you know, devious and crafty. No, into her crafts. So I can see her with a needle. I'm not sure if she's crocheting or knitting. I feel like it's like a crocheting. And she would often sort of she was either into teddies, or she's sort of telling me about sort of making sort of soft toys out of her crocheting. Could it be? But yeah, that was a bit of a hobby of hers. And she was also quite funny. She used to hold court in the family and sort of tell her stories, and everyone would have a listen and cry, oh Nan, oh grandma, you are funny. So getting that really lovely energy that pulled everybody together. So yeah.
That's a very good one. I think it's excellent that you were able to get the grandmother. That is too funny. Yeah, some grandmothers can be very bossy, that's for sure. Jess, did you get anything from the father or the grandmother, please?
Yeah, I got the grandmother as well. She's very funny. And she was like, quit playing with your hair. I don't know. And then I saw she was telling me that she wants you to wear your hair curly more, or like wear it long and curly. So I don't know. I think she's very particular. She's come through like Leo energy. So very particular about her appearance, her hair, and maybe was always fussing with your hair growing up as well. That's the feeling that I'm getting, like about the curls. And also I was getting, whenever Zara was channeling, I was like getting images of knitting something for the hair, like to curl it up or like, you know, I don't know, very particular about her hair, like all the different styles and how she wore it straight or curly. There's a lot of different things coming through. And maybe she knit bags for lots of things. I'm seeing lots of little bags. There's a bag for everything, that she's very organized, and she's got her stuff and her beads and her bags, and it's very all like a craft room. That's what it is.
Oh, wow, that's
like
amazing.
a craft room.
Well, Maz EI 3690, please let us know, because both of our mediums also do really like to have some feedback. And also thanks for the other feedback. I see we have some feedback here from XO, Gene XO. Jess, you are correct. I've no idea what we're going in, but we're going in one. So there was some feedback, which is good. That's about the technical issues. And obviously they talk every day. So there we go. And this is, thank you for sharing the feedback. We keep on going down. Also more feedback. It is. And this, oh, Whale Lion. Hi from Bournemouth in the UK. Bournemouth is lovely. I particularly love the Bournemouth chime and going on in that particular walk. It's beautiful. And this is from Lou. Hi, Lou. If you have any questions, please put QQQ. Yes, makes it easier for me to find them. And Jennifer Weedmark. Now, Jennifer Weedmark, I think it was last weekend, the week before, she came and said hello. So does my stepfather have any messages for me? His name is David, and he passed away 2 years ago. So we will have a look. So let's have a look. And you've got anything there? Jess, did you get anything from David for Jennifer Weedmark?
Yes, I'm getting the number 8. So August or the 8th of something is significant in relation to your stepfather. The message I'm getting is to be practical and slow and steady towards an investment in yourself. So whether that's you're starting your own business or a passion project, it is a great investment that will pay off dividends in the long run and make you very confident in that trajectory or that shift and change that you've always been dreaming about or wanting to go towards. I'm hearing him say it's time. And then I don't know, I just heard him say something about a parcel. I don't know. So package or something. Maybe you got a parcel. Oh, maybe you got a parcel that was like after he passed away, that maybe was like a lost package or something that delayed, or like, and you were just like, oh my God, this is crazy. Is this really from him? And he's like, divine timing. That's the message that's coming through.
That's a good one for divine timing, most definitely.
Yeah.
And Zara, what did you have for David, please?
Yeah, so David showed me that he was doing some kind of carpentry, and then he showed me his shed, and I could see him tinkering away in the shed, doing bits and bobs and turning bits of wood and things like that. So that's what he was showing me he was doing, and that was his energy, like tinkering away in the shed. But then he's also just mentioned Tom. He's saying about a friend called Tom. He wants to send out a love and hello to Tom. Yeah, he finds right, he's just trying to put it into words. He finds the communication doing this communication between where he is and the earth realm, the 3D realm, quite weird. He said he'd like to do it more, but he finds it weird. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable, but it's not.
I can imagine. So
it's unfamiliar for him. So I don't know why he's telling me that, but okay, thank you. But yeah, it's he's very much trying to sort of present himself. It's almost like he's saying, oh, yes, that's me, yes. And that's why he's giving me, oh, this is me, and that's me, and this is how I feel. So it's just, it's a
difficult one to have that whole conversation. It's not the easiest for them, that's for sure, being on the other side. And this is thank you for the beautiful reading for today. Thank you, which is a good thing. We like the thank yous. And hi to Julesy Bob. And Steve, from one chat to the next. Yes, that's true. One chat to the next. Let me go down. There's another question. We found one. And Natalie N70, I think that's what it says. Question from earlier. Any help or advice for me to progress with Tom project? I don't know what a Tom project is. So I'm gonna come to Heather on this one and ask Heather, what do your cards say for Natalie N on progress for the Tom project?
Guilty glow up. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Wear something a bit like something like Jessica's got on, something gorgeous like and fancy yourself up. That's what I think. Grab his attention a little bit more.
oh, that's good for the Tom project. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Oh, they're cute. I love those. I love those cards. And Zara, what do you have for Natalie N7 with the progress on the Tom project?
So there's been there's a bit of drama around it. Controversy and like there's talk about sort of possibly like a few rumors about it as well.
Oh.
I feel like this is like sort of external people around that may be sort of seeing situations and thinking, oh, what's going on then? And then there's a bit of gossip. But yeah, it's a bit of, there's a little bit of drama indicated. Now there's a male here, a strong male who has sort of charm, power and intellect, and they are honorable. So if this is a Tom as in a man, I would say that's him. He is an honourable person, but there's a bit of, I feel like there's a bit of jealousy within the circle. There could be a bit of mischief making going on. As I say, it's controversy and a bit of drama that surrounds it. So just protect yourself in that, I would say. If this is not, if Tom is short for something, something else, as in a physical project, I would just look out for those hiccups that could come along. Other people messing around and changing things, and just putting the spanners in works. Not sabotage per se, more like gossip, I would say.
That's very good. And Jess, the final word for Natalie on the Tom project.
Yes, there's a lot of competition. I would keep your cards close to your vest for sure, Natalie. And it looks like maybe really kind of dig your heels in, sturdy into the ground, quite literally. Maybe go ground before the Tom project each day, because there's a lot of intentional, misleading conversation or ideas in the background for sure. A lot of kind of shady characters that are spinning a story and exaggerating certain ideas or things. It's run away from everybody, it feels like, with kind of like the game of telephone, where by the time you get to the end, you're laughing hysterically. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and I'm getting really kind of dig your heels into your own identity and who you are. You know who you are. That will kind of keep you in balance and keep you on course. So don't let anybody kind of like make you insecure with gossip or competition, that kind of thing. Like, take it as a form of flattery. If you're the one to beat, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. Sean Mayer 358. And this is, how is my husband's health, which has been difficult for 3 years? Good Lord. going to come to Heather first. Heather, what do you see with your cards for
Well,
Sean?
this is just flown out. Stay the same, status quo. So that
Okay.
means, yeah, it might not overworked, unappreciated.
Oh, wow. So maybe that's why the husband's health has not been too good. Oh, that's really sad. Oh, bless.
Yeah,
Shame. But at least it's
yeah,
going to stay the same. It's not getting worse, and but also not getting better.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
So, and Zara, what do you see for the health of the husband, which hasn't been great for 3 years? Obviously, we have to have the disclaimer and say that we're not doctors or nurses or clinicians in any way. Please make sure that you go to your health professional.
Yeah, I'm getting the same actually, that it's sort of it's continuing on. There's a maintenance of the status quo. So but I also heard that obviously after 6 months it becomes chronic, and I do see it as something that is continuing for the moment. Now I'm seeing a big link which ties in with Heather's cards,
Yeah.
as a stress link. Now, so it could be that he is experiencing, one of the neurological disorders, the stress triggered neurological disorders. But yeah, I am getting, so I really want, I mean, there is such a difficult thing dealing with chronic illness. Once it goes past 6 months, it is considered chronic, and it's so hard. So all I can say is that you both need to clear your energy fields from negative stress related situations, and keep positive by, just keep positive, keep your light burning bright, and just do things that you love doing.
Oh, that's a good one. And Jess, what do you think for Sean Maher, about the husband's health and conditions, the 3-year situation? What are you picking up? What do your cards say?
She's on mute, I think, isn't she?
No, she's just been unmuted.
Oh
now.
no, that was the first time that it happened. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Man. Okay, so what I'm getting is it's important to move just a little bit and sweat every day. If even if it's like chair stuff going on, just moving the energy. Emotion is energy in motion, right? So moving, and it can be kind of just your own resistance. You don't have to necessarily do weights, but just getting the meridians moving is really important. I'm seeing there that a lot of the health issues are coming up to the surface to be healed and cleared, connected to his mother's lineage, so mother's stuff. And maybe there was some control issues or overbearing, very like helicopter mom, or worried about. So there's something coming to the surface to be cleared. Maybe he's also grieving his mother as well. So that's also coming through. It will be cleared, I feel. Pull back and stop worrying about it so much. I think it's like he's kind of going with it. It's an internal spiritual battle going on right now for sense of self. And I do feel that this will be cleared in about 12 to 14 months time. But I definitely feel it's important to move through it. That's what I'm getting.
It's a good one. I think also with this, having someone that has got 3 years of with difficulties, part of the energy to break that energy and to break the control of the 3 years energy is to close your eyes, put your hand on the heart chakra point, and think of the things that you are grateful for, and notice the abundance that has happened during those 3 years. Because I'm very aware that by you saying Your husband's health has been difficult for 3 years, but your husband is still here. He's still with you. He's still close with you. And there is still that abundance and that level of gratitude. So change that energy and rather turn it on its head. And rather than saying, well, you know, we've had this for 3 years, but he's still with you. So be great. Say the grateful. I am grateful and I honor source and I honor creator has seen it fit to maintain that I still have my husband with me. And I accept that that energy is not that good, but we're going to work on the health. We're going to work on making the health better. And by doing small things and by allowing that energy abundance and that energy of gratitude to go out, that will change. You've got to change the cycle because it's for 3 years. You've said my husband's health difficult 3 years. So 3 years that's been going around and around. And I really feel change that energy. Gratitude always opens your health. It opens the heart and it changes the state. And that's what I feel Sean Maher needs to do, is change the state. I hope that that helps because I know that it does work. I've seen it work before. Moving on to the next question. Biab Angels. I hope that that's saying the right way. I'm not good at these names. Do any of my grandparents have any advice for me at the moment? I feel like I need some wisdom at the moment. Well, there we go. That's a good thing. I'm also going to ask Heather to pull a card for Bia Angels. So what do you have in your cards there for
Prepare and organise.
Oh, nice. Yes.
And proceed carefully.
Oh. So that's always good advice. Proceed carefully. Think twice. I love those cards. They're gorgeous. Thank you, Heather. Now, both of our mediums, what do the grandparents have to say? So, Jess, you write underneath me there. What do you have to say about the grandparents' advice, please?
Okay, I remember that time. They said to take care of your heart, put your heart first, and take some time off of work. I don't know if you have some time saved up for PTO, but especially your grandfather is saying it's time to kind of like focus on you and take a step back.
Okay. And for you, Zara, what do you say about the grandparents with the advice?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. You're off mute.
Yes, I'm getting that. You're a young, bright energy, that you are ambitious, and they are rooting for you in that sense. They are keen for you to keep striding forward. They're saying get out onto the grass. They're showing me a big, and they're giving me the scent, which is my favorite smell of grass. A big stretch of grass. It's like is it I want to say like a college or where you work somewhere. There's a big square of grass, and there obviously I don't know where you are, and if you're in the UK, you're not going to want to do this, but they're showing me put your feet, bare feet, in that grass and feel that lovely cool grass on your feet. They're saying that you can the world's in your hand. You can do, the world is your oyster. You can do anything you set your mind to. They're really, really positive about your life and about what you can achieve. They're saying that you have doubts about your abilities, and they're saying don't doubt yourself. Please don't doubt yourself. You need to believe in yourself and just take things forward. Anything you can do, anything that comes in your head, if you want to do it, you have got the power and the ability to do it. And they're really, really rooting for you.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you for that. And Debbie 9881. My mother passed 9 years ago. Does she have any messages for me? So let's also have a look at if there's any cards. So Heather, do you have any cards for Debbie 9881, please? what do you have in your cards that have been picked up for Debbie 9881?
Okay. Treat yourself.
Oh, that's a nice one. Treat yourself. Yes, I do like the ice cream in that.
And reconnect.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that's really good. And for my two mediums, do you have anything for Debbie 9881? It was her mother, and I'm sorry for your loss there, Debbie, who passed 9 years ago. Was there anything? So we'll go to Zara first, and then I'll come to you, Jess, to find out what does Debbie's mother have to say. So Zara, quickly, let's go to that, and then we'll go to Jess.
Yeah, I've actually got her energy is a little bit like it's difficult. She didn't always do the right thing as a mum, I'm feeling. And I feel that sometimes you were left to fend for yourself in some ways. I think emotionally, sometimes she didn't always support you in the right way. And she's asking for forgiveness. She's asking you to acknowledge what happened and to heal. Okay, so there is also a man that comes in. That's a grandfather. So I feel like this is a man that you were close to, and he was much more of a sort of you felt so much more connected to him, but you just couldn't work out what it was that disconnected you sometimes to your mother. But you just weren't. You're just not you just weren't always speaking the same language. And she did very much love you, and she really wants you to forgive her for what she failed at. And she said that she has learned so much from having you as a daughter.
Oh, that's a lovely message. And Jess, what have you got? Any quick messages from Debbie's mother?
Oh, did it again. Okay, so I'm getting a reference to the planet Jupiter for some reason. So I don't know if Jupiter, you can see it more in the sky right now or what, but she's saying when you see the planets in the sky, talk to me. Then I'm also getting like spoons on your eyes or an ice pack, something. So I don't know if you've been crying. She's like, now, dear, something kind of like that. Like your tears are counted in heaven. We see you. Have a bit of fun. We are celebrating you on the other side. And I'm getting the same thing as Zara is also the reference to 10. So the month of October or the 10th of something is significant. But she's saying, I'm sorry I wasn't there in the way that you needed, and that you felt maybe betrayed or pinned down by me. I'm also getting a guidance for you in your meditation to either get an actual physical rose or visualize each petal peeling away in a rose for some reason to connect with her.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, I hope, Debbie, that has brought you some, very strong courage from her, but also for you to be able to connect with her, because those messages were really, really good messages. Natalie N, it's a Time Out Matters project to help my autistic son, Tom. So it's both Tom, the person, and it's Tom, Project Tom. So that's brilliant. Thank you, Natalie, for explaining that to us. Beautiful. Hope everything goes well. Let's move to the next one. Hi, confirmation. Both were correct. She was the matriarch and had such a great sense of humor. And the curly hair is for me. So thank you. Yay. Thank you so much. Mas E3690. I'm so glad that you were able to confirm this for our two mediums. It's always very good to have confirmation. So thank you so much. And oh man, I think my question was missed. XX Alicia. I'm going to have to see if I can find it. I will go and have a look, but I've got to keep moving down. If one of the mods can find it for me, that would be good. Let's have a look here. Mandy questions, please put them in the chat again with QQQ in the beginning. Right, we've got Nancy Ray 17. Do you see me moving to another part of the city next year? So this is obviously reading for the cards, to pick a card, and for Nancy Ray, it's number 17. And we'll go to Heather quickly first, and then I'll come to Zara. What have you got there, Heather?
Happiness and high vibes.
Oh,
So,
good. So it looks like there is a move then.
Yes.
There is a move. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you. And Jess, where's Jess gone? She disappeared. There you are. Back. No. There you go. You're back. we've got spirits playing silly
Oh, they always are.
They always are. So there we go. Jess, what do you see? What cards do you get? Nancy Ray moving to another part of the city next year.
Yes, absolutely. And I get about 45 minutes away from where you currently reside. It's going to make you more curious and witty, I'm getting. Much more success and happiness in career. And I would say definitely go to the different boroughs in the city that you like. Go eat out there. Maybe go to a trivia night or something like that. In the next 2 months, you'll be heavily planning for this. And by the new year, I see you will have moved.
Oh, wow. That's good. And Zara, what do you see for Nancy Ray, please?
I got yes too. I actually got yes, but not that far from where you currently are living. So I don't know how big the city is, but but I did get a period of waiting. So maybe not immediately, not I mean, you're saying next year. I think it might be more towards, I'm hearing June, more towards June of next year. So it's not going to be sort of, sort of straight away. That's what I'm hearing.
It's very good that at least we all know that we've all agreed that they're moving to another part of the city is happening next year. So maybe start looking at clearing out and getting ready to move. So we've already done a question from user IM4 and Collie Lou. Yo baby 444, sorry that's been missed. Please can you please repost the question? Okay, and Natalie just said thank you. It's also helping me to heal in the process, which has probably peed off a few people. Very nicely said there, Natalie, number 70. Good. How is my health? And this is from RH4ME. How is my health? Is there anything I should look at? So we can't really answer health questions because we're not doctors, and we'd end up getting striked off. We'd have a strike if we did any health things. So what we can do is we can pull cards, but we wouldn't be able to say specifically what things you should be looking at. So I'm going to go to Heather and ask, what do the cards say for RH4ME?
Affected by external and enter the battle.
Oh,
So,
into the battle.
If you've got something going on, that's going to be okay and be all right.
So it's an enter battle. Clearly there is some sort of battle going on because it looks like it's ending. That's brilliant. Okay. And so, Jess, what do you see for RH4ME?
I'm getting, don't put it off any longer. It's time to find balance and, drink your water, take your vitamins, focus on mental well-being and happiness, do what sparks joy. But I'm getting self-determination and discipline are extremely important right now. And words of affirmation, positive affirmations are really important. And it's the last stand. It's the last little home stretch. So walk away from anything that gives you stress, really.
So it's like in your view with this, it's self-care really. That's what I'm hearing. It's self-care.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
And Zara, what do you see for RH4ME?
Yeah, I see that you've had a period of illness in the past, in the distant past, and it's really affected your view on illness. And I feel like you're really worrying about things. So I have around your energy, not necessarily your health, but your energetic, the energy around you in general is very, very positive. So I do feel that there's you worry about something coming back, or you're worrying about being ill again. That's what I'm getting. And I think, as the other guys have said, if you can just, use your positive affirmations and expect to be well. There's no reason why I should be poorly. I will be well. And go forward with that strong belief that you are now going to be well.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you to everybody. So this is from Yo Baby. Lovely picture. Yo Baby 444. That is so cute. And I put it in the beginning before we even started. I was waiting ahead of time. So that must be something up the top, which I will go up and see if I can find it. 2222. Oh, yeah, it was 2222. There we go. XX Alicia 22. My sister hasn't talked to my family in a very long time, and I have reached out several times to see my father, but she hasn't. I'm wondering if I should go by her house and try again. Well, it's always very difficult with family members because you don't always know what the baseline is, for the reason that your sister has moved and has not talked to your family for a long time. There's obviously something there. But I think also have a look at, giving yourself permission to intercede on your sister's behalf. Sometimes that does help, but I think with this, I keep getting an energy of there is something there that has caused this. You need to get to the bottom of that, because until light is shone onto what's actually been happening and the reason for this, because people do not just push themselves away and stay away for a very long time. They don't do that for no reason, especially to this length of time. So let's have a look at what the cards say. So let's start with our Heather. Heather, what do you have for Alicia's 22?
Strength is needed.
Yeah.
And belief answers. So
Yes.
maybe keep trying, because you will find out the real deep-seated secrets that
Yeah. And we know how, secrets and lies and keeping secrets and not saying what's happening in the family, that sort of thing does cause a lot of trouble. It really does. Those are great cards, Heather. Thank you. And what do we have particularly from Jess? What do you think with Alicia 22 about the fact her sister hasn't talked to the family for such a long time?
So I don't think it's the best move right now to go to her house. It feels that she's drawing a boundary, and maybe you've got to respect that for her own healing and focus on what it is that you want to dig up with your father. But I'm seeing to go through avenues that are legally sound, I guess you would say. So go through those middle grounds, those institutions that help out adoption and things like that. It is really important to go through the proper avenues to get answers. There's a lot of red tape here, and it's imperative to go through those mediators that legally are placed in those institutions, because you don't want to kind of like rub people the wrong way. I know this is very close to your heart, and you need answers and you don't need the other family members to find that is what I'm getting.
Yeah, wow, it's a difficult situation. And Zara, what do you get for Alicia 22?
Yeah, I'm getting that she's a bit of she wants to be separate at the moment, and she feels that in her journey at the moment, if she keeps herself to herself, she can be successful in that. So I think, despite the fact that I also heard that, you know, she's a very different person to you, and you have the capacity in order to be with the family and spend time and see your father, but she has not got that capacity right now. And I don't think by sort of pressing it will help her change her decision. She very much needs to just sort of be alone and isolating right now. But what I just have to tell you is my cat has just brought in a mouse, right?
Oh
Just
no!
like, this is regular for him. He brings it in, he plays with it, but the mouse just turned around and just went and squeaked and ran off, and the cat just went sorry about this. So there's a bit of an argument between cat and mouse in my house at the moment. Now the dog's getting involved. Anyway, sorry.
Get your feet up on the couch. Get your feet away, because that
Do you
mouse
know,
is
I'm not
running
scared.
around.
I'm not scared of mice. I'm not scared of mice. I think they're so cute. Sometimes I get a bit sort of spun out when they fly across the room, and then when you find heads and stuff where the cats have eaten it, yeah, it's grim. But I prefer the mice to the frogs, because the frogs will go and they'll sit behind a cabinet, and then you'll be clearing up one day, you'll pull it out, and there'll be this dry, crispy frog just there that's just dried out, couldn't be bothered to move, just dried out. Very sad, very sad.
Lord,
So, yeah.
if we see you jump because the mouse is jumping.
yeah, it's like Animal Farm in here right now. All kinds of things going on.
Oh my word. Oh dear. Yeah, your first question was skipped over. We only actually allow one question, because otherwise we'll have loads of people asking 5, 6 questions. At least it's not about a mouse. Oh my goodness. Okay, right. We're looking for Yo Baby's 44 question. Yes, daily gratitude. Bets Davies is saying 3788 daily gratitude is important, and it does clear a lot of the energies. Was it a bad sign? Not necessarily a bad sign. It's just that, you know, because we get so many questions, if somebody is asking 3 questions, you need to decide which one is the one. Otherwise, then moderators will then choose which one is going to go forward, and the other ones we have to put them to the side. Dame Anna, hello, beautiful ladies. Is there a message for me tonight? I've been a bit meh. That's a new one for me. I'm being a bit meh. Can somebody explain to me what meh means? Thank you. Meh. What does that mean? It means that your energy
Blase. Like
Trying to speak but can't even get a word out.
a beached whale.
Oh, okay. At least it's not like the mouse that's fighting with the cat. Lord. So thank you and much love and bliss. So I'm going to come to Heather. What do your cards say for Dame Anna, who's been a bit meh?
Burdens and responsibilities, and healing and recovery. So time for you, look after you. Yeah.
Yeah, so
you've got too much on your plate, your jug's flowing over.
So does that mean the healing and recovery could be that, you know, the healing is coming?
Yes, and self-care and just having a bit of me time, you know, that sort of.
Okay, that's perfect. I do like those cards. They are excellent. So let's move to Zara. What is happening with the meh?
Yeah. So the the energies that are coming from the solar system are very powerful, and they are knocking some people off their feet. So and also there's also so much energies with the position of the planets that is really causing a lot of sort of chaotic energy. So there's been so that basically the energies are pulling you left, right and center, and so that is actually, and that's going on each day. Then it's really sort of playing havoc with it's pulling your center out of center, it's pulling your center out of joint, your leg out of joint. I can't think of the right words, but it's basically pulling you left, right and center.
So that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's where you're getting this constant sort of push and pull, and it's draining for you.
So do you think, and Dame Anna, then eventually, I know that there's the move with the celestial bodies, they're going to be changing soon. Do you think that once that has moved, we've got Saturn that's moved out the way, Jupiter that's moved out the way, I think that's due on the 28th. So once those have moved, I think, do you think that this, because she's having all this issue, that will then move? She won't be as meh.
I do see that moving. I do see that, and it will. You're gonna move into a much more clearer energy, where you will feel a little bit more back on track, and you will start seeing new things coming in. I feel that you are definitely it is the energy pull at the moment, and so I would say just enjoy the stillness in that sense. You don't have to keep moving, you don't have to feel that you've got to achieve all the time. Just sit in that and just go, right, well, the energies are chaotic, therefore I'm a bit drained, so I'm just going to let that ride out, and then you'll move into a more sort of period where you can focus more, and you can, and you'll be a bit more
get going. Yes,
you'll get going.
So just sit and hold fast by the looks of it. Yes, you've been meh, but it looks like Zara's saying it's all the energies. So Jess, what do you say about, what is the message then for Dame Anne, especially around this meh energy and how she's been feeling?
I always use that term. I'm always like, meh. So yeah. Mercury retrograde and new moons, they're always heavy. We're always clearing out for the new and setting new intentions for, the full moon to come right after. So I'm getting tapping for you. So maybe sitting in meditation, take what resonates, I love Zara's message. Like, you don't need to do a thing, like just sit and move through it. But I am seeing that there are, ascension upgrades that your body's going through. And it's kind of like, I'm getting it hanging upside down would be really good. Like, like one of those chiropractor, that you flip over, or if you can do headstands and yoga poses or backbends, things like that would really help getting the lymphatic system moving. And I'm getting tapping, and, there's just some stuff going on in your body, and it's new and you don't know what's going on. And it's like, how do I move through this? So I would say tapping and hanging upside down is the first thing that comes to mind.
That's a good one. That being doing the Batman position. Why not? So we've also got some feedback here. It's technical. Beventech. Beventech don't work too well. Thank you, ladies. My husband, oh, God bless. Remember earlier, Sean May, 358. Thank you, ladies. My husband has a genetic neurological disorder, and he is uninterested in doing activities. And this has been a worry. And yes, it is genetic. So thank you so much for coming back to us and giving us feedback and telling us. We're really so sorry that he's in this situation. But I do think that, try to kickstart those energies so that even though it is a genetic neurological disorder, try to change those energies, because it has been over 3 years. And as we said, kickstart it by doing the heart chakra, change that energy. Hopefully then things will be better. And you know what? You're lucky. You are so brave, and he's lucky to have you, is what I'm going to say. Lots of love to you too. Lots of love and strength to, yes, everybody's saying the same thing. It's a very difficult one. Angel Zara here, 1412. Thank you. That's amazing, and I'm so grateful. So that's feedback for one of the last questions that we had done, and I'm getting down to the bottom. Yay! Oh, very sweet. Good. We're glad that you like them. It's right under Winch 83. Well, when I get to the bottom, I'm going to go back up to the top and see if I can find it. Right, wonderful message of love. Thank you, Rosebud Amy. And this one's the last one. Right, so let me go and find. All right, so I'm going to have to go all the way up to the top. Hold on a minute. Oh, Lord, why is it not doing it? Let me see if I can find it. I know there's a 444. It just means I'm going to have to go through as many. Wait a minute. See if I do this. This is what happens when you're technically challenged. Oh, this is interesting. We've got Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, ladies. Always learn so much from listening. Blessings always, which is very good. Thank you.
Hey, Miss Bev, I have the question right here if you want me to read it.
Yes, read it. Go on. Take me out my misery.
Okay, so Yo Baby 444 says, I have been a whistleblower regarding RFID Alex Jones, just exposed it. How much torture do I have to go through? That's the question.
RFID. What's that? Radio frequency something. So, yeah, that is a difficult one because whistleblowers are traditionally not, and I've known a lot of whistleblowers in my time, and whistleblowers are not a very good space to be in. And whistleblowers generally, there's only two things that can happen. One, they get absorbed into the main case and it moves forward and they just give their testimony and it's job done. Or they have to get to a point where they need to give up the situation and move on. Whistleblower is just that, is saying as they see it and saying whatever the issue is and letting it go. The reason why whistleblowers go forward and say something specific is in order to change processes, change procedures, change standard operating processes so that everybody can benefit. It's usually unlikely that a whistleblower has an easy time of it. Even though whistleblowing is a protected status, it doesn't mean to say that it will be easy. So I think from that particular comment, it is you have decided to be a whistleblower. Being a whistleblower in itself is not an easy energy because whistleblowing is trying to change the way things are done. And sometimes it can be very hard. So I think reconsider, if you've done the whistleblowing, allow the whistleblowing to go to that point and then walk away from it, because otherwise you could end up finding that the whistleblowing will overtake your life. The whistleblowers that I've known, they've all ended up very different. One ended up with a beautiful policy change. And our own Heather, who's sitting here today, was a whistleblower before. Absolutely amazing. And I know, Heather, that you, during your time, you were able to effectively change the policy of a home for disabled children. But it was very hard. Do you have any advice for this whistleblower?
It's very, very hard, but if you feel it in your soul and your fire, and it's what you feel is absolutely right and needs doing, then stick at it and see it through. You can do it. It's very, very hard, but especially for children, we've got to change things.
Yeah, which is exactly what you did. I mean, you brought about amazing change in the system, and it was the care system
down, for neglect. Yeah.
Wow. So, I mean,
So
yeah, so you understand the whistleblower. Is there anything else that you could say to make this easier for her? Because, you know full well you
got
lived it yourself.
got to believe in yourself that you are strong enough on your own to fight and to carry it on and stick by your own truth and what you feel, that you can't let others suffer. Like it's not okay. So
Yeah,
battle, you'll
it
go for
is.
it. You'd be surprised what difference you can
Well,
make.
well, thank you for being the whistleblower, and thank you for bringing about changes to disabled children that are, in homes and treated like that. I mean, what you've done was very, very brave. So to the whistleblower 444, think about what it is that you're trying to change, how it is you're trying to change, just like Heather did, and I think at the end of it, what you get, the reward that you get at the end of it is where things are changing and things become better.
Yes.
I hope that helps. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope that helps. And then I think we've got one here. Right, we've got here Zebel saying, a couple of years ago, when I had a sleep app in my phone, a male voice came through. I wondered whether it was a spirit or was I hacked. It said my name and said I had a pretty sheet or something. So that's a very unusual one. Is there anyone, our mediums, do you get anything? Do you pick up anything? Very unusual question. We like unusual questions. Zebel 123. Had a sleep app on the phone. Male voice came through. That's amazing. Any comments? Yeah. Jess?
I feel like it was a hacker. So normally when spirit comes through my technology, like, okay, so one time I was doing a reading in Zoom, and I just started the reading and a mother came through. And then all of a sudden, I don't have any music that I have on my phone. It's not connected to my laptop because I have so many recordings from readings that I do that I try to keep the storage separate because it's like so much. So there's no music. There were no apps open, nothing on my computer. And all of a sudden, Adele starts playing, and I had my earphones in, and I was like, I couldn't hear her because I was like, wait, what's going on? Where is this music coming from? And it was this song. I was like, I can't hear you because Adele right now is singing in my ear. And I don't know how to turn it off. I was like, I can't find it. There's nothing open on my laptop. And she started bawling, crying. And she was like, that was the last time I rode with her in the car. We were singing that song together with the windows down. So there's certain things that will come through technology like that I find. But in this case, I feel like you were being hacked. And it looks like it was like through Amazon or Alexa or something is what I'm getting.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's unbelievable.
Or
And
Nest,
Zara,
Google Nest.
Zara, what do you think? What do you think's going on here?
Yeah, I would be inclined to say it was more likely to be a hack, because the message that would come through, I mean, it's quite a skill for them to come through electronic devices. They can totally do it, but they do have to master it. And so also when spirit would do it, I'd be surprised if they were quite so observant as to notice and say, oh, that's a nice sheet, if that's what they did say, because they would they're although they can be very interactive through electronic devices, and I have heard tapes of fascinating tapes of completely intelligent conversations. I heard it on a Art Bell show, and he played all of the tapes of this spirit that was directly talking through an electronic device that this scientist had kind of adjusted and made. He was a doctor of something, and it was the most sort of clear, direct exchange, conversation that I've ever heard through an electronic device. It is fascinating. It's still around. If you look into podcasts and look up for Art Bell, then you definitely be able to find it. But and so the direct mention and the direct sort of indication that he was viewing your sheet or pretty sheet or something like that, that doesn't strike me as something that would come through from spirit. But I've also just gone in and tried to pull down anything, and I'm not getting anything either. So if it was spirit, they're not willing to discuss it.
Okay, that's perfect. So we don't think it was spirit, we think it was something else. That's a good answer. We've got some feedback. We're going to go to a couple of feedbacks now. We've got feedback from Rosebud Amy, and she's saying, Zara, a few weeks ago you had said that I had a beautiful heart. You made my day, and I'll always remember what you said. So that's a beautiful, beautiful comment. And thank you, Rosebud Amy. I'm pleased that that made your day for you. And we have another feedback here, which is, I'm trying to see who it's from. Hold on a minute. It says from Cheyenne Blue, feedback, ladies, you're all spot on about the feelings, situations, people, and names, even down to my energy and how I've handled it. Amazing, ladies, as always. Thank you very much. So I think that that was really nice. Thank you for your feedback. That's great. I'm just having a look to see if I can see any others. And I think I know, I keep getting, this is now the fourth time I've heard this Walt person coming through who's not very happy at the moment. So I'm going to see if I can find it. I think it is here somewhere. Let me just find there was a particular question. I'm looking for it. I think it's here. It's from Tracy. And he's quite adamant. So yeah, here we go. Tracy. Here we go. Tracy. And it is saying, hello panel and everyone, QQQ, wondering if I can get a general reading. I've had a few weeks of many highs and lows. Thank you very much to the team. So let's start with Heather and let's have a look and see. This is from Tracy Rockhouse Music. So what did you get cards wise for
Cards
Tracy?
says boredom, inactivity.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. So change of activity then, which is something, especially with the highs and the lows. So change of activity. Okay. And Jess, what do your cards say, please?
All right, Miss Tracy, I'm getting, it's time to call your power back and really be the master of your own domain. You're the captain of the ship here. Don't let anybody distract you. What I'm getting are there a lot of distractions, and also maybe people intimidating you to keep your trap closed. And yeah, they're intimidating you, I would say. So it is really time to call your power back and speak your truth, dig your heels in your authenticity. And I do feel that, yes, it's time to carve your own path. You will be great at this and manifest. You will get everything that you need. As you take that step, the universe rises to meet you. So really important. I'm also getting a female on the other side that's connected to your mother's side of the family. So this could be a grandmother or an aunt, an auntie. I'm also getting an M initial, the
Mhm.
number 3. So March or the 3rd of something is significant in relation to this woman. And she's saying good luck.
Okay, perfect. And Zara, what do you see, please?
I'm being told you need to find some balance. I feel like there's a constant sort of seesawing going on with your emotions. I'm being told that I'd like you to step back from the chaos and find your own peace. So that's what I'm hearing.
That's very interesting. So it seems like there's a lot of peace that needs to be collected, moved within. So allow yourselves, particularly with the energies right now, to pull down that energy, allow the peace to go within, allow yourself to bring the energy from 3i Atlas, allow the energy to come from, there's a lot of this micromagnetic fields that are changing. You can pull that down into yourself, but the most important thing is to make sure that inner peace comes about. So let's have a look. We've got Chris Abel, and this one is from Chris. It looks like Chris Obel or Chris Abel. Chris X6E1. I can't work out what that is. Chris X. Yeah, it's a difficult one. So the question is, could I get a reading for regenerating my energy? So, and this is from a Leo in 1982. So let's have a look. Would you like to pull some cards, Heather, for Chris? I'm just going to have it down as Chris without all the X's and the numbers.
Reach out, help needed, and rest and relax.
Oh, that's very good. So it's a relaxation that's needed for regenerating the energy.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. And Zara, what do you have to say for Chris, please, about regenerating energy?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, because I'm getting that it's actually time to just celebrate your wins. You've really achieved, and there's big victories there, and and there's recognition for that victory. So I want you to give yourself your own recognition for those victories, and then just enjoy it, sit back and enjoy it for a bit. So yeah, just recharge your batteries while you celebrate your victories.
That's good. And Jess, what do you have with regards to Chris and his regenerating of energy?
I'm getting bikes, dirt bikes, motorcycles. Now, if you like motorcycles, I've seen so many wrecks in the ER with motorcycles. So be careful, wear a helmet, but I'm not going to block your joy. If that's what makes you feel alive and feel young, I say do it, but just be safe. I'm getting, yes, bikes or being free and pedal pushing. Some type of activity like that is what will regenerate you. Also outdoors, meditating, and there's a drishti gaze in yoga where it's kind of like it's like everything kind of goes blurry and you kind of like go into a trance. There's something in your auric field that you can maybe like zone out and like focus on floating around, and ideas will come in the form of a download or vision or hearing, feeling, tasting, something that you can absolutely do to regenerate your biological anatomy. And I feel like it's waiting for you to pick that up. It's like my guides aren't showing it to me because that's like the little hidden gem for you to find.
That's perfect. So we've just been told to look at, there is a lot of these coming up. I just need to find all of them. Well, remember I said earlier that there was a waltz that came, right? So here we go. I found it now. And she has said, yeah, there we go. First day of the rest of your life is, please, Walt is my dad. He he's in heaven, yes, because he kept coming in and going, very lovely man. Why is he so unhappy? I think I'll ask what the mediums are. I think the reason why he's impressed upon it is I think that a lot of what was happening around him towards the end, and I know you've got a picture of the water there, and I think there's that watery aspect as well that's going through. The energy is, I think that whatever was put in place before he left or transitioned, that he was not expecting certain individuals that were around him at the time to take things that literally, or to create the nonsense that was there, because the way that he had felt, the Walt energy is a lovely energy, is a really lovely man, and he liked everything to be just so. He tried to keep everybody happy. He tried to keep everybody, calm, peaceful, tried very hard to get everyone to get on with everybody else. He wasn't a person. He was a giving, loving person. And the energy I'm getting is that his legacy, and he as a man was like, he could have been a social anthropologist, or he could have been a social worker, or he could have been someone in education. It could have been all of those. Very, very giving man. And I think that he never wanted this, whatever this big ball of scratchiness that was happening. He didn't want that. And that's why I think he was pushing forward. And usually I ignore them until they come 3 times. And the Walt person had come 3 times. And I think that's why he wants it sorted. Whatever it is that it was not of his doing, and he would not want whatever's happening now. He doesn't want what's happening now. So I think whoever it is that's left behind needs to find a way to get this to be done peacefully. I don't know, what do the other 2 mediums say about the Walt person? Because this was just a wild card that came. And the fact that the person was claimed him was a good one. What do you guys see? I mean, Jess, is there anything that you pick up from him?
I got the same thing as you. I got 3 of emotions with what was left behind.
Yeah.
He was manifesting something, and someone got in the way and maybe lied about his intentions, or their intentions were not good or admirable. So I'm getting that, but this is the card that I got as a reassurance in his transition, which is coming true and happy. So I do feel that there is a sense of wishing he would have focused on intuitive nudges or the people that were lying around him. It just looks like he was constantly trying to get ahead and do all the right, wonderful things and be the patriarch and be the provider, the protector. And it's just like someone comes in and is like, just like sacks him kind of thing. And so not literally, I know they say that in the UK for like firing, but like I'm talking quarterback, like in a game, like just knocks him over real quick. And so, yeah, it was a constant spiritual battle I'm seeing. So the message here is the number 9, completion. That's coming up soon, I feel, for you and the family. And something about saying no, setting a boundary, saying no.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting.
Perfect. And Zara, what do you find is happening with Walt? We know he's safely across, but
yeah, he's very disappointed in this. It's like there's someone in there that is really dominating situations. There's someone in there that is just really causing a lot of unrest within the people that are left. He's a very, very sort of powerful person in the sense that they are winding people up and then setting each other against each other. This person, I feel that this person is a female. It's a couple. There's a couple. So there's a female but I think that's the connection to the family is the female. But then there's also like a husband as well, or a partner that's actually just helping it along, and it's like this, it's like there's havoc, it's like causing unrest and it's like he's feeling like he can't settle down because there's all this trouble that's just being sort of resurrected and, you know, kept, you know, perpetuated. There's just a perpetual sort of cycle of sort of, I've just heard destruction, actually.
Oh,
perpetual
Lord.
destruction going on within these groups of the people that were close to him. So that person's got to just be removed from the situation. That's what I'm hearing. Just get out of the way, remove from the situation, get away. I've heard, get away from my family, get away from my family. So he's quite I'm not getting sad, I'm getting like he's quite frustrated, actually, with the situation. Yeah, he's frustrated, and he's just seeing that there's someone in there, busybody and chaos, causing problems, and it's setting everyone against each other, and he wants them just to get out of my family. That's what I'm hearing.
And especially, I think, you know, when someone has passed, it's always very, very hard. The aftermath, it's very emotional. So, and I understand the frustration as well, probably, which is what it is. So, first day of the rest of your life. I hope this answers some questions. At least you know why. We have all agreed that, you know, he has gone across. He is over there. But I think because of the type of soul that he was, which it was a very lovely soul, and he was a very social type person trying to make a difference. And I think that it would be something that if he knew that this was going on, although he can't pinpoint it, try to do whatever you can to make that difference. And I hope, you know, give us some feedback, and I hope that what we've said is helping in some way to give you some idea of what it is that needs to be sorted. We've got a couple of last messages here. This is Cheyenne Blue is saying, Aquana blessings, live light and healing to all in this very difficult time. That is a really lovely message. Thank you very much. And I think there was a couple of others. And I did see the one up a little bit further. There we go. There we go. This is one of these. Oh, Aquana healing, sending lots of love to you all. Oh, this is from Harvest Busk. Harvest Busk, Madhu. Yes, have a great show. Thank you. And thank you for popping in. And we're all thinking of you at this time. And obviously, you know, we're sending lots of light and love from all of us. And I you know, we just hope that everything goes well. And I think much love to Aquana. There's somebody else that's coming. And much love, yes. Very difficult time. And Chelsea Bob. And who else do we have here? Much love to you, to Aquana healing. Yeah. And I'm just going to go down towards the bottom. We're now heading for nearly 11:30, so we're at the end of the show. We'll just do the last bits. Yeah, this is the last question, I think. Bets Davis 3788. Is there a message for me tonight, ladies? So let's have a look. Heather, what do you have for Bets Davis 3788 in your cards, please?
First card is healing and recovery. That's been a main tonight. Protect your energy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Support system.
Oh,
Maybe,
this is
need to reach out a little bit. And yeah, protect your energy. Get yourself a nice protection bracelet.
Yes, I think that's a really good idea. So Bette Davis, I hope you've seen those cards. They're very good cards. And Jess, what did you get for Bette Davis, please?
I'm getting, it's important to be stubborn right now. So normally, you know, being stubborn is like used in a negative connotation, but right now it's important for your emotional healing. So definitely be stubborn. It's okay. You know, if you're stubborn, it's like no one can take advantage of you. So I like it. You know, be stubborn with your peace, protect it at all costs. And right now it's a time for emotional healing.
And Zara, your last word for Bette Davis, please.
Yeah, there's a sense of being sort of stuck in a position in a way, but in fact you can break free if you look closely at your situation. You can actually free yourself from it. So and I do see that you've got a close relationship with a male that is very much on your side, and I do see you moving into a much more positive situation, because there's been this sort of feeling of being sort of held back or stuck or trapped, but in fact you will be able to loosen the reins, and you'll be able to break free of that, and that will take you into a very positive passage.
Brilliant. And that wraps up our show this evening. Oh, well, this evening, morning, afternoon. I would like to say thank you to Heather, thank you to Jess, and obviously thank you to Zara too. And this has just popped up again. And thank you to all the listeners and all the comments and everyone that is out there. And once again, for all our listeners and viewers that are in America, happy Thanksgiving for this week. I hope you all have a wonderful time. Jess, particularly, I hope you're doing something wonderful and having a great time.
Oops, I said thank you so much, but I was muted. Thank you so much. I love being on this show and the area you've created. And, you know, Heather, you're such an inspiration being a whistleblower. You know, I've been through my fair share recently as well. And same to Zara. It's so cool to watch all the stuff that we get similarly. You know, it's kind of like, how cool is it that we could talk on opposite ends of the earth to the same spirit? I mean, what?
Yeah,
like
done that
stuff, right?
Yeah, that's happened a couple of times tonight, hasn't it? It's great. I love it.
It's so cool.
It has. So for everybody out there, you know, make sure that you are kind to each other this week. Get your grace filter on so that you can filter those energies, because I know that when I look at America from a 50,000-foot view, all that energy of your beautiful Thanksgiving energies, which I know everybody's with family, everybody's traveling to family, everybody's sharing plates of food, all hugging each other. We don't have that in the UK over here. And we watch with envy sometimes, thinking, oh, that is so lovely. So from our house to your house, we're sending lots of love to everybody. And to those of you that got messages of loved ones today, we hope that that made a difference. And we will see you all next week. Lots of love, light to everyone. Good night.